Hello, if you're applying for a partner visa for Australia, keep listening to learn about photo evidence. My name is Joanna, I'm a registered migration agent and I'm here to help you and your spouse or partner live your happy and secure future together in Australia. By photo evidence, I mean the photos that you include in your partner visa application to show that your relationship is genuine. This is part of the social evidence that you need to include. By social evidence, I mean the social evidence of your relationship that you include in your Australian partner visa application that shows the decision maker that you are in a genuine relationship with your spouse or de facto partner. I've got 3 kinds of photo evidence that you should use, and make sure you stick around for the end of the video where I talk about one super important thing to do as you upload your photo evidence. Social proof is kind of like Google reviews, which rate your relationship as real. And while I'm on that topic, if a partner visa application is in your future, don't forget to like and subscribe and download our relationship statement guide. The link is in the bio. If you like our content, we would also love a Google review. In my video, Prove It, I talk about how you can't just tell Home Affairs you're in a relationship. You have to prove it. Photos are one of the ways that you prove it. When you include photos in your application, you're not just telling the decision maker what your life is like, you're showing them. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and while pictures alone won't get your visa granted, I like to think of the pictures as the human face of your application. The bit that gives the decision maker a picture of you as a couple and your genuine relationship. The bit that makes them go, oh wow, what a beautiful wedding, or my gosh, that baby is cute, or look at that amazing travel adventure. Because your visa will be decided by a decision maker who will most likely never meet you. They might be in Australia, they might be based overseas, but it's highly unlikely that you'll meet them, and you don't actually want to meet them. You just want to give them all the information they need so they can grant your visa and you can get on with living your happy and secure future together in Australia. Even though they will never meet you, your photos give them a sense of what you're like when they process your application, and your photos also prove what you've said in your relationship statements and in your application. People often ask what photos to include and how many. I've got 3 things for you to think about as you scroll through the photos on your phones and decide which ones to include. These are the 3 kinds of photos to include. Firstly, important events. Include photos of the key events in your relationship. Think of your photos as a timeline of your relationship. Include photos from the major milestones and organize them in chronological order. So, major milestones like the day you met, your engagement, your wedding, your first arrival in Australia, the birth of your children, whatever the major milestones are in your life. And also include pictures of major events that you refer to in your application. Events like travel, purchase of a house, or a milestone like the first time you met the extended family at Australian Christmas lunch. So that's the first kind of photos to include. Photos of major events and milestones in your relationship. Secondly, include photos of important people. Include photos of the key people that you mention in your application. Kids and grandkids would obviously rate here, but if you've said nieces and nephews are important to you, then pop in some pictures. If you said you travel with friends, include some pictures. If you've said you help with care of a family member, pop in a picture of them. And thirdly, the third kind of photos are the important things. So we've talked about important events and important people, but the third kind of photos is important things. So include photos of the things that are important to you that give a bit more information about the way you live your life, particularly things you've mentioned in your relationship statement like your house, your DIY projects, your car or your ute, your camping gear, your pets, your veggie garden. Everyone is different. So include photos of the things that are important in your relationship. That's 3 kinds of photos. Important dates, important people, important things to you as a couple. As you choose which photos to include, aim for between around 20, maybe 12 up to about 20. More than that, and you're probably including multiples of the same category of photo. Now, one thing to remember, and this is really important, it's sometimes really obvious to you what's happening in the photos, okay? Now, the decision maker isn't stupid. They can make an educated guess, but it helps to make their job easy. So don't forget to label the photos, include the date that they were taken. It's easy to do, but it's important. You can just pop them together in a PDF. You know, they usually fit in one or maybe two PDFs, and label them with the dates so that as the decision maker scrolls through, they can see what the photos are and why they're important. Now, part of what you're trying to do is make it easy for the decision maker to grant your visa, help them to help you. So if you give them all the information they need, it speeds up processing, avoids unnecessary requests for information. I've done a whole video about that and how and why you would make the decision maker's job easy as you put your application together. You might want to watch that one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, we're here to help from start to finish. Check out our other resources, which are linked below. Good luck collecting photo evidence for your partner visa for Australia.